Motocross. To some, it's just bikes and dirt. But to those who live it, breathe it, and battle through it, it's everything. This isn't just a sport. It's a lifestyle, a battleground, a test of the human spirit. There's a reason why motocross is called one of the most physically demanding sports on the planet. Riders face bone-jarring impacts, extreme weather, and unforgiving terrain. And it doesn't let up. Not in training, not on race day, not ever. Heart rates average 190 beats per minute. Races are 30-plus minutes of pure intensity. There's no break. No pit crew to step in, no coasting allowed. It's man, machine, and muscle, all out. Few names in the motocross world are as synonymous with raw grit as Jeffrey Herlings. In 2021, with a fractured shoulder blade, he not only raced, he won. He pushed through searing pain, outpaced the best, and claimed the championship. What drives a man to do that? Simple. Love for the sport. And the refusal to let pain write the story. Love him or hate him, everyone respects him, because no one else rides through fire like Jeffrey Herlings. If there's one event that proves motocross is more than sport, it's the Motocross of Nations. Think World Cup meets Woodstock on wheels. Tens of thousands from every corner of the world pour into the venue. Rain, mud, chaos. It doesn't matter. They show up. Flags in hand, voices loud, hearts beating in sync with the roar of engines. In this Coliseum of Nations, pride is on the line, and victory tastes even sweeter. What does it feel like to win? To become world champion? Ask any rider, and you'll get the same answer. It's not joy, it's release. Release from years of pressure, sacrifice, injuries, doubt. These aren't just trophies, they're war medals, proof of survival in the hardest sport on dirt.
The ruts right here at the bottom. It's a big kick right there.
In 2017, Ken Roczen suffered one of the most horrifying crashes in Supercross history. During the third round at Anaheim 2, while running up front, he was ejected from his bike mid-air and slammed into the dirt with violent force. The impact shattered his left arm in multiple places, a compound fracture of the radius, dislocation of the elbow, torn ligaments, and severe soft tissue damage. The injury was so gruesome that many feared not only the end of his career but the possible loss of his arm altogether. Over the next year, Roczen underwent 11 surgeries, including bone grafts and reconstruction procedures to save mobility in his hand. However, his return was short-lived as he sustained another injury in February 2018 at the San Diego Supercross, involving fractures and dislocations in his right hand. Despite these setbacks, Roczen's resilience led him back to the top. In January 2020, he clinched a victory at the St. Louis Supercross, marking his first win in nearly 3 years. His determination culminated in a significant win at the Indianapolis Supercross in March 2023, further solidifying his status as a formidable competitor in the sport. Ken Roczen's journey exemplifies unwavering perseverance and dedication in the face of adversity. Ken Roczen isn't just a fast rider, he's one of the toughest and most resilient athletes the sport of motocross has ever seen. Ken Roczen is the definition of mental toughness. His story isn't just about broken bones. It's about unbreakable will. This video is not just about facts and stories worthy of an Oscar. I also want to show you, in short clips, how beautiful motocross is. Enjoy.
You make me this, bring me up, bring me down. Days with make me move like a freak. It's the sexual beat, make me.
Well, you can take the way I use my notes.
Riders, one final race. A full season of blood, sweat, and speed comes down to this moment. Romain Fabre holds the red plate, leading the championship. But right behind him, Tim Geiser and Jeffrey Herlings are hungry for glory. The gate drops, 2 motos, 1 hour of racing, no second chances, The track is rough. The pressure is real. Every corner, every jump, every block pass could decide the 2021 MXGP World Champion. The 2021 MXGP Championship had been one of the most intense seasons in motocross history, and it all came down to Mantova. With just 2 motos left to decide the world champion, the pressure was at an all-time high. Romain Fevre entered the final round leading the championship, but Jeffrey Herlings and Tim Gajser were right behind him, ready to fight for the title. As the riders launched off the metal mesh gate, Jeffrey Herlings got a strong drive and positioned himself right at the front. But it was Romain Fevre who took the whole shot. The Frenchman needed to win to keep control of the championship, and he was riding on the edge from the very first lap. Once Herlings made the pass on Fevre, he wasted no time pulling a gap. He knew he couldn't let Fevre stay close. One mistake, one aggressive counterattack, and the title fight could shift again. With razor-sharp precision, Herlings started dropping blistering lap times, hitting perfect lines through the deep ruts, and sending it over the Mantova tabletops. His KTM was hooked up, and he looked unstoppable. But Fevre wasn't done yet. He fought to stay within striking distance, pushing the limit through the rough sections. Every jump, every corner, he was searching for a weakness in Herlings' defense. Coming into the rhythm section before the finish, Fevre went for a deep inside line, trying to cut underneath. But Herlings anticipated it, squared off the turn, and blasted away with sheer acceleration. Fevre was riding on the absolute edge, but every time he tried to close the gap, Herlings responded with even more intensity. Further back, Tim Gajser was fighting to stay in championship contention. He knew that if he didn't get around Fevre, his chances of a last moto title charge would be slim. Gajser started matching the leader's pace, launching huge scrubs and charging hard through the rollers. But Fevre wasn't cracking. Every time Gajser closed in, the Frenchman found another gear to keep him behind. With a near-perfect final lap, Herlings crossed the finish line first, taking a massive step toward the championship.
Yeah, well, who'd ever thought I'd go in for the season at like 36 motos and we're going into the last one with equal points. So last time second moto was gone, so hopefully second moto is gone again. And yeah, who wins that? The Team EFR wins the championship. So gonna be epic.
Okay, good luck for this.
After an intense first moto, the 2021 MXGP World Championship had come down to one final race. Jeffrey Herlings' clutch victory in Moto 1 put him in prime position for the title, but Romain Fevre and Tim Gajser weren't done yet. The gate dropped, and it was Jorge Prado with the hole shot, but Fevre and Herlings were right on him. Fevre knew he had to win, and he wasted no time getting to the front. Herlings, with the championship in sight, wasn't going to let him go. He started hunting him down, looking for any opening to make the pass. After a few laps of pure intensity, Herlings made his move. He squared up a corner perfectly, cut underneath Fevre, and blocked him off. Fevre tried to respond immediately, but made a crucial mistake, lost the front end, and went down. A championship-ending crash. He remounted in fifth, but by then it was too late. Herlings, now in the lead, was unstoppable. He rode flawlessly, stretching the gap while Gajser moved into second, hoping for a miracle. But there was no stopping Herlings. He crossed the finish line first, securing the moto win and, more importantly, the 2021 MXGP World Championship. A season full of brutal battles, injuries, and unbelievable comebacks had come down to this. Jeffrey Herlings was the new world champion. As Herlings took the checkered flag, the emotions were overwhelming. After a season filled with intense rivalries, injuries, and comebacks, he had done it. The crowd erupted, his KTM team celebrated, and Herlings himself could barely believe it. He had fought through every challenge, every setback, and now he stood on top of the motocross world once again. Geiser crossed the line in second, putting in a strong ride, but falling just short of defending his title. Fev, devastated after his crash, could only manage fifth, watching his championship hopes slip away in the toughest way possible. This race wasn't just about the title. It was about one of the greatest MXGP seasons ever. 3 riders battling down to the very last moto, pushing each other beyond their limits. It was a season motocross fans would never forget. Herlings proved why he's one of the fastest riders in history, but Fevre and Geiser showed the heart of true champions. In the end, only one could take the crown, and this time, it was Jeffrey Herlings who stood at the top. The 2021 MXGP season had been one of the most unpredictable in history, and this final race proved it. Every moto, every pass, every mistake had led to this exact moment. Herlings, Fevre, and Geiser had pushed each other to the absolute limit all year, and in the end, it came down to just a few points separating them. Fevre had given everything, leading early and trying to fight back after his crash, but it wasn't enough. Geiser, always a threat, rode strong but couldn't find a way to shake up the title fight in the final moto. Herlings, despite all the pressure, stayed ice cold and delivered when it mattered most.